Hey everyone, it's Katie here. I hope you're doing great. I am kind of starting off our Monday with a bang about talking to you about soul calling. My experience is if you're watching this video, you're a part of my community in the metaphysical Christian or connected to me in some other way. This is something you're going to be really interested in. If you've made it this far in your journey, so we're actually interacting, you are absolutely interested in your soul calling. And you know what? We all have one. We all have a particular calling on our soul, and we may have more than one that we are kind of looking to fulfill, that we're placed on earth to fulfill. And you are someone who has been called to do that, particularly following the message of Jesus Christ, which how amazing is that? That's just like super special on every single level. So here in this video, I'll be talking about this. Please do ask questions, write in the comments. You can tag me and I'll go back and respond to each and every one. And so let's just start off with what is a soul calling? So this is really basically something that you are put on earth to do. This could be your own healing. This could be involved in helping heal others. It could be making the planet more sustainable. It could be making life better for animals or plants here on Earth. It could be to find deep joy and to spread joy in the world. So there's about a zillion different kind of soul callings, and I think we all have one big lifelong one that we're called to do, and then we have lots of mini ones. We get little mini adventures along the way, which is also pretty amazing. So some of you may have a soul calling to be partnered, or to be a parent, or to be single, or to love people in other kinds of ways. And so there's a lot of different kind of little soul callings or big ones that will fulfill along the way as well. But this is a question I know that plagues a lot of you. So if you are someone who wakes up in the middle of the night thinking, am I doing the thing I'm meant to be doing? How do I find out what that thing is? How in the world do I go about living this? What if I don't fulfill my soul calling? What if I don't live my purpose? Keep watching this video. This is for you. So our soul calling, then, it's really important that we fulfill that soul calling, even if we never actually have it as a mission statement for our life. And one of the big falsities about our soul purpose, about our soul calling, is that this has to be the job that we do. And that is just not true. The job, the vocation, the thing you get paid for, or the volunteer work that you do, or the work you do within your house can incorporate your soul calling no matter what the particular work is, right? So every position that I've had before I started kind of doing coaching on my own helped with my soul calling. I was fulfilling my soul calling, little pieces of it, as I was doing those different jobs. So let's get rid of the idea that your soul calling is your job. If you are someone whose vocation, soul calling, way to make money, way to live your life all aligns, fantastic. I will help you with that, right? So that's great, but we all have a destiny to fulfill, and we may do work that supports it, we may not, okay? So your soul calling is the thing that you're put on earth to learn and to contribute here on planet Earth. It may or may not align with your particular vocation. Okay, so if it does align with your vocation, awesome. I do have ways to help people with that and to get their word out there. So that's kind of like the final level that we get to. But how do we go about finding what that soul calling is? A lot of people make the error, in my opinion, of trying to reason this out. Like they make a bunch of charts, or they sit around and think about it all day, every day. But actually, that's not the way. We get to our soul calling actually through stillness and through silence and through companionship and mentorship. So those are the quickest ways that I have found to find out soul calling. That's what worked for me, was getting really, really quiet and listening very deeply to my soul. And along the way, I found soul guides, I found angels, I found human companions, mentorships, teachers, who all helped me find and articulate what that soul calling was. And I know when I was in the process of working towards my ordination, one of my mentors asked, what do you feel like is your justice calling on earth? And I kind of froze. I said, I don't know. And I'm kind of comfortable not knowing. it wasn't like until a month after that I had a clairaudient experience where I literally heard the voice of the Spirit of God, of Source, of Creator, speak to me. And the major area of justice that I actually work in, and I do this in everything that I do, including my writing and my scholarship, even though I don't have like programs about it, is around gender justice, specifically gender identity justice. Okay, so you're going to find that woven into everything I do. It's just part of who I am. That's my justice calling here on earth. That's part of my soul calling. It's part of what I'm here to do and to help enlighten and teach the world about. Okay, so that is like one just really small example from my own journey of how I found that soul calling. Now, if I had had no experience with clairaudience, if I had no experience about what it's like to have these beautiful metaphysical experiences, I might still be unpacking that. So the quickest way actually to finding your soul calling, through silence, through mentorship, but for people that I'm aligned with that tend to work with me, it's through diving into metaphysics. Like that's such a nice way, because that teaches you some of that stillness, it teaches you some of the silence, and it teaches you how to listen to your own soul. It teaches you how to listen to your higher self. It teaches you how to listen to your guides. It teaches you how to listen to your angels. So learning about metaphysics, diving into metaphysics in this really sustained way is the quickest way to finding out your soul calling. So one of the ways that I assist people is through a program I have. It's called the Awakening Transformation Program. The final module of that program is your soul purpose. It's like, what are you put on earth to do? And everything that you learn leading up to that guides you to that particular soul purpose. And you're going to live that out in your daily life. It's not only about the job that you have, it's about how you live each and every single day, so that you're always contributing to that soul purpose, to that soul calling in your journey. Like, how amazing is that? So this is one of the things I love to help people do, because once we find our soul calling, a lot of other things will fall naturally into place, and we always feel fulfilled because we're always working with our soul directly in order to fulfill that particular calling. And if we don't find that, if we don't fulfill that, it means a lot of sleepless nights, right? It means a lot of that deep aching yearning inside that will kind of perpetuate, and that creates a cycle of disease. It creates a cycle of unhealth. It creates a cycle of kind of spiritual fogginess and of spiritual seeking all the time, but never actually feeling like you're finding the answers. And that, frankly, is not what Jesus came to earth to do. Christ came for freedom for us, not for fogginess. Okay, so this is one of the things I love to help people do. So I hope that this has helped cleared up any of the misconceptions around soul calling and given you just a little bit to sink your teeth into. If you're someone who is wanting to go on this journey, to go a little deeper, just reach out to me and put soul calling. That's the only thing you need to write, and we'll take it from there and see if we can get you a few steps to get you started on your way. All right, much love to everyone. I hope you're doing great, and I'm going to be in touch a lot this week via video, via other ways. So just be in communication, be in touch, and let's all do this together. All right, everyone, have a great day.